What's up, DJs? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down a scratch pattern by DJ Trayze. Now, this particular scratch pattern is going to be perfect if you want to practice your stab scratch, your scribble scratch, as well as your baby or your chirp scratch. I'm pretty much going to show you a few different ways that you can do this particular scratch pattern. So first, I'm going to go ahead and do it in real time so you can see an example. Then we'll go ahead and break it down.
So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo
All right, DJs, as you can see, this scratch pattern isn't particularly complex. However, one of the harder parts or the tougher parts about this scratch pattern is definitely going to be getting that stab scratch sounding really clean. Now, the stab scratch, all you're essentially doing is you're going to come to the beginning of your track, make sure it's playing. You can use any types of tracks for this transition. However, I do recommend that you use something with a kick. So as long as you have some type of kick or just some type of sound at the beginning that isn't like a vocal. But I recommend a kick. So a stab, all you're going to do is you're going to come right before the start of the track. You're going to have your crossfader close first. And what you're going to do is you're going to open it really quickly like this. Just open it with your finger or whatever feels most comfortable. You're going to push your vinyl forward and then you're going to close that crossfader and then you're going to come back to the beginning of the track. So essentially in not fast motion, but like medium fast motion, it's going to be like this. But the thing that you don't want with the stab scratch is you don't want to hear this sound coming back like this. So you don't want to hear this. So as you can see, you can hear a little bit of that track coming back. You want to make sure that after you play the track or after you come forward, you're cutting it, coming back. Again, do the same thing. Opening, cutting, coming back. Opening, cutting, coming back. So when you really get it down, you're really just getting that quick stab sound just like that. So for me, what I like to focus on, or what I did focus on when I first learned the stab, is after I move forward, I like to really think about coming back really quickly with this, with both hands. So with the vinyl hand, coming back, moving back quickly, as well as this hand is almost moving faster than this hand because you want to obviously cut it before you come back. So I guess think of when you go forward, think of this hand moving very quickly to close, and then think of this hand moving back quickly as well. But always think of this crossfader hand closing first. So it's like push forward, close, pull back. Push forward, close, pull back. That's all we have for that stab. And then before you actually get deep into this particular scratch pattern, if you want to go ahead and just practice that stab a couple times at different speeds, you can even just run an instrumental on this track and then literally on the other deck and just literally just practice doing that stab over and over. That'll be helpful. Other thing we're going to be doing is a scribble. I like to call a scribble just really two quick baby scratches, just like that. All right, also with this scratch pattern, we are going to have chirp scratches as well. That's going to start with our crossfader open, pushing forward on our vinyl, closing that crossfader. Now, when we pull back, we're just going to open the crossfader, just like that. Close, open, close, open. And for this particular scratch pattern, we're going to be doing something like fast, medium, slow. So you definitely want to practice your hand control doing this. Now, you don't necessarily have to do it that way, but that's how I'm pretty much going to show it in the scratch pattern. So to do the entire scratch pattern without anything on our other deck, it looks pretty much just like this. All right, now for this scratch pattern one more time, what we're gonna have is we're gonna start with a scribble. So right before we get to this 3 over here on this track, again, we have 1 bar, 2 bars before we go ahead and actually drop it. Right before we get to this 3, we're gonna have a quick just scribble, just like that. And then we're gonna do 4 stabs. Now on these stabs, they're gonna sound like this, da, 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 da. Just like that. But if I was to count it starting with a 1, let's pretend my first snap of the 1 is this 3 right here. We're going to have da, 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 da. So the first stab is gonna go right on that 3 or on one beat, pretty much the down beat. And then we're gonna have 2 in the middle because this entire part is a little bit syncopated. So we're gonna have da, 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 da. So when you see I get to this second snap, that's where we're gonna have that last stab. So da, 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 da. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So da, 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 da. Hopefully that makes sense. So essentially if I play this with the track, start right here, you'll also see the scribble. And then, okay, so as you can see there, we essentially just did that same thing over and over once we get to this 3 here. So again, we started with the scribble, and then we have da, 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 da. We're gonna pull back, open that crossfader. Same thing. After we do that one time, we'll be towards the middle of this 3 right here. Will be towards the middle. We're gonna do the same exact thing again, just like that. And one point as I'm in the middle of this, make sure that you practice this. You don't necessarily have to, but I'm doing this at a slow BPM because the stabs do get harder when you get to a faster BPM. So I definitely wanted to show you all with something that's a little bit slower. So definitely start with something slower if you're not super comfortable doing stabs. But again, now that we're here, we're gonna do another scribble. Then we're gonna do the same exact thing again, just like that. Now at that point, we're right here at this 4. We're gonna do it one more time. Right before that 4, we have the scribble, and then we have da, 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 da. Excuse me, da, 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 just like that. Then we're towards the middle of here. Now at the end, after we do that 3 times, here you could either do baby scratches or you can do scribble scratch. I mean, baby scratches or chirp scratches. So essentially, after you do these last 4 stabs, you're gonna do another scribble. And then this is going to be the last part. So you can do 2 babies and then you can move forward with baby scratches like this. So again, I'll show you this again in timing so it all makes sense. But essentially you can do 2 baby scratches like this. And then right here, you're going to do fast, medium, slow. And then we're going to actually go ahead and drop. Or you could do chirp scratches and then drop, okay? Or you could mix it up. You could start with baby scratches, or you could start with chirp scratches, then go to baby scratches. So, or you could even do, in the middle of this, you could do chirp, chirp, baby, chirp. Essentially, you can mix up the chirps and baby scratches however you like. So again, from the top, and then we're right here, and then we're dropping. So let me go ahead and show you this one more time. Now, when I'm doing this, essentially I'm just taking out this, I'm just pretty much soloing out my vocal before we get to the drop right here. Of course, right on this 5, that's where I will be dropping the track and then letting the vocal play. However, again, you can do this with any 2 tracks that you like. Again, just make sure, I recommend using something with like a kick at the beginning here.
So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA.
All right, so again, there is that full scratch pattern. Again, shout out to DJ Trayze for this really cool, kind of simple, also can be complex if you're not super comfortable with the stab. So again, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and practice those stabs and also practice a kind of syncopated rhythm. And syncopated essentially means, if you don't know what syncopated means, it's pretty much like not directly on beat. So if you had a track that was like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you had instruments hitting on each beat, like a boom, clap, boom, clap, that would be non-syncopated. Syncopated is more like ta 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 ta. Anything that's not really uniform, that's kind of hitting on those E's and those ands and like in the middle of those 1 and 2, anything that's hitting in the middle of those is more of a syncopated rhythm or a syncopated beat. You can also look that up if you kind of want, of course, like a better explanation on syncopation. However, that is this scratch pattern. I definitely hope you enjoy it. Thank you for being a member, and I will catch y'all on the next flight.